Hello tutor and e-mates, my name is Fernando Orbes and I belong to group number 5 of class Material Design for Virtual Environments. My tutor is Juan Carlos Lopez and I belong to CEAD Dos Quebradas. The topic I'm gonna show you is guidelines for designing effective English teaching material. Okay, let's start with the summary of 5 guidelines. The guidelines that follow may act as a useful framework for teachers as they navigate the range of factors and variables to develop materials for their own teaching situations. Guideline 1. English language teaching materials should be contextualized. The materials should be contextualized to the curriculum they are intended to address. It's essential during the design stage that the objectives of the curriculum, syllabus, or scheme within the designer's institution are kept to the fore. Materials should also be contextualized to the experiences, realities, and first languages of the learners. It is essential the material designer is informed about the culture-specific learning process of the intended learners, and materials should be contextualized into topics and themes that provide meaningful, purposeful uses for the target language. Guideline 2. Materials should stimulate interaction and be generative in terms of language. Ideally, language teaching materials should provide situations that demand the same, situations where learners need to interact with each other regularly in a manner that reflects the type of interactions they will engage in outside of the classroom. Effective learning frequently involves learners in explorations of new linguistic terrain. Guideline 3. English language teaching materials should encourage learners to develop learning skills and strategies. It is essential that language teaching materials also teach their target learners how to learn, and that they help them to take the advantage of language learning opportunities outside the classroom. Hall stresses the importance of providing learners with the confidence to persist in their attempts to find solutions when they have initial difficulties in communicating. Guideline 4. English language teaching materials should allow for a focus on form as well as functions. The aim of Guideline 3 is to develop active, independent language learners. To help with this goal, materials also need to encourage learners to take an analytic approach to the language in front of and around them, and to form and test their own hypotheses about how language works. Guideline 5. English language teaching materials should offer opportunities for integrated language use. At the very least, we listen and speak together and read and write together. Ideally, materials produced should give learners opportunities to integrate all the language skills in an authentic manner and to become competent and integrating extra linguistic factors also. So that was the summary for our reading in the guide. So, slide we can see English teaching materials. Here we can see some different English teaching materials I found on different websites. I think this could be useful for our teaching practice. Here there are some examples of ebooks, for example, for practice pronunciation in the classroom, or such as this, teaching pronunciation to English learners. These were made by Thistle Press. Another example, in order to practice the reading skills, I found in website of British Council. Also, I found these tutorials in YouTube. I think here we can use it for pronunciation, grammar, and speaking in order to clarify doubts. So here is the link. And finally, this website of ESL Gold, where you can find different exercises in order to be adapted to the students' needs. I hope these materials can be useful for us. This is my personal reflection. As we well know as teachers, our main objective should be to have students learn in a good way according to their needs. Not everybody has the same capacity to learn. Some are very skillful in writing, others are good speakers, and others are good listeners. So in order to give the best teaching, we need to prepare good or excellent material so they can achieve the goals proposed in the lesson plan. The major responsibility to know how to introduce to the students the new learning material in order to make it understandable, interesting, and quite motivating comes from the teacher. We have learned some guidelines to bear in mind, such as materials should encourage the students and should stimulate the interaction between the students and the language and their partners. So this is my final job, and these are the references where I make my searching. Thank you very much to all of you.